house of random, I wouldn't say useless, but just random stuff.
And you're going to Chili's to sit down with the fam, and a goddamn robot pulls up and tries to serve you. You're like, excuse me. I'd like to be a gallon of milk that expires, maybe the 23rd, the 24th, instead of, maybe the 15th, the 16th. You know what I'm saying?
2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome. If you're new, welcome back. My name would be Evan. You can call me E, Ev, Red, Captain Redbeard, Big Red Bastard, Son of Ritz, fucking... We go by a whole bunch of names. But yeah, what's up, everybody? We are here. It is another week. Today is Saturday, March 30th. This is the earliest I've ever recorded an episode. It is 6:47. This right here, it's not a green screen. It's not an optical illusion. This right here is fucking daylight, pal. What little bit there is left at like 7 o'clock at night. But that's fucking daylight. But yeah, what's up, everybody? We're here. We're in the stew. I don't know. I'll see, I guess, in recording afterwards and editing. See how bad it is. But we moved a whole bunch of shit out of this room into my sister's bedroom, former bedroom. So it is a lot more echoey in here because there's a lot less stuff, including what I used to record on is no longer in here. So now it's on top of a bin full of shit and stacked on top of books. But hey, we're making do. Next upgrade will be getting some sound panels. I want to get a desk. I want to turn this into like an actual studio. So I'll look into getting some bullshit to help with the acoustics. Eventually, yeah, I want to get a desk in here. I want to get a desk popping, and then I want to make like a PC for not specifically for music and podcast editing, but it'd be nice to have a little rig for that and leave that shit in here. So that'll be the next upgrade because I already have a monitor. I'm literally looking at it right there. That'll be the next upgrade. Getting a nice computer or nice desk setup. Then eventually getting a PC. Turn this into, again, more of a studio recording area. I'm miffed because we have a table in basically our dining room, and I was trying to fucking fit the angles, trying to get it to work the other day, and it won't fit in this room. So I'm like, fuck. So I thought I was gonna have a table for this week, or for this episode and beyond, but turns out, nope, sorry, sweaty. So yeah, I'll either have to get like a completely different kind of desk, or I won't have to fucking build one. That'd be annoying. I'm sorry if there's background noise. We are recording when everybody else in the house is alive and awake as well. So they're off fucking around the background doing all kinds of bullshit. So if that picks up, sorry. Yeah, not really sure. Again, another week of just nothing too crazy happening. Just working. I had, Wednesday and Thursday off. Slept until 6 on Wednesday. Slept until 5 on Thursday. We're just out here doing the most with our time off. But fuck it. I worked today from 8 to 1. So that was that was fun. I'm just a little miffed. Because I worked yesterday. Got off at like a little after 8:30, and then I had work today at 8. And yesterday was my 60th day in a row of streaming. So we've been streaming on twitch.tv/Ilsauce. We've been streaming on Twitch for over 2 months now. Yesterday was the 60-day mark, and so I'm kind of blown that I didn't get to really celebrate or do as long of a stream that I wanted to do because I had to get up and do this bullshit shift today. So that was pretty fucking annoying. I'm kind of upset about that because I just want. I mean, it was 2 months, 60 days of fucking streaming every single day, you know. And it's like just annoying. And I work at like 1 tomorrow, and then 8 something the next day. It's just fucking annoying. I hate going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Ugh, it's so fucking annoying. But yeah, so we'll be streaming later today, or later tonight, I should say, later tonight. And when this episode is dropped as well on Sunday, we'll also most definitely be streaming. Make sure you're tapped into the Discord. I'll have that link in the description of every video. That's the easiest and best way to stay tapped in with all the kind of shit that I'm doing. Tap into the Discord. We got channels for the podcast. We got a channel for the streams. We got a channel for the fucking just everything. WeTube, we got it all. Music soon to be, we got it all. It's all popping. It's all happening. It all goes down live on the Discord. But yeah, here we are. I took a little cat nap. That's why I'm starting later. Because around like 3:30, 3:45-ish, I was fucking doing that number. And I was already contemplating taking a nap. I was like, should I nap? Because normally for me, it's not really a nap. It's either sleep or consciousness. But surprisingly, I set my alarm, went off at like 5, and then I fucked around with it until around like 6:30-ish maybe. Somewhere around there. So we got like a solid like 2 and some change nap maybe. Because we went to bed around like, I took a nap around like I said, like 3:45 or so. So I got a decent little nappy poo in there, and now we're here just making this episode. And tomorrow's Easter. I cannot fucking believe we are already at the end of another month. It's the end of fucking March. Ooh, that makes my tummy kind of turn a little bit. Like, ooh, tomorrow's Easter Sunday, and then the fucking Monday is the 1st. Oh, no me gusta. I do not like that. I do not like that. I was telling myself, like, yeah, probably by like my birthday to June at the latest, and I'll have money saved up, and I'll quit my job, and then have a nice whatever, and then whatever. I got paid Wednesday, so I still have money right now, but leading up till Wednesday, I had like $20. So POV, like fucking 3 days ago, I had like $20 to my name. And it's like the end of March. I'm like, yeah, I'll save up some money. Flashback, cut back to me being like, yeah, I'll have some money saved up, and then I'll fucking quit by this time, blah, blah, blah. Nope. I haven't done fucking any of that, sweaty. Or I haven't really been looking for jobs either, which I'll do after this. Now I just kind of reminded myself that was something else I wanted to do today. Yeah, because I don't know if I've said it here or not, but I applied for like what do you call it? I forget what the word was called. I think it's called canvassing or something like that. And it's basically you're the person that's out in like a public place asking people to like sign, like can like people that are registered voters ask them if they want to sign such and such like bill or whatever the fuck. And that shit paid good money too. That shit was like fucking $25 an hour or something like that, or 20. It was 20 something bucks an hour. Applied to that 3 separate times. They blew me off pretty much every time. So the first one was my fault. I got in the way of myself, and I didn't do my first interview, but then I felt like shit because I didn't do that. And then I applied again, and then I was waiting on a Zoom call for like 30 minutes. Not like it was supposed to start at 1, and it was fucking, check my time, it was like past 1:30. I'm just in my backyard waiting on a fucking Zoom call. So I was like, all right, fuck y'all. I'm done with that bullshit. So then I guess it was twice with them, I think. Yeah, I was like, all right, fuck y'all, not doing that bullshit. And then I applied to work for one of their competitors. or like another company that does the same thing that pays even more. They pay like 28 an hour. Oh my god. And fuck those assholes. They never even fucking got back to me. Not even an email, nothing. Literally fucking nothing. So fuck y'all. You're bullshit. Don't want to work for your shitter fucking companies anyway. So that's going nowhere, but fuck it. Just find some fucking, I don't know. I haven't really looked at all. I just need to do something different because I'm already past a year and a half working where I'm working, and just not for me. I'm just not having fun. No me gusta. No me gusta. I've talked about it in the past. I won't talk about it much more, but yeah, the pivot will be happening soon. The pivot will be happening soon. Oh man. Yes, feels so weird having the rest of my day off. I got up early, worked a little shift, and then had the whole rest of the day off, got the night off, and then I'm not in until basically 1 tomorrow. But that's shitty because I work from basically 1 to 8:30. So there's the whole Christmas Sunday. But I hope it flies by. I hope it's busy and not super fucking slow. Because the past leading up to this weekend, or leading up to tomorrow, like Friday and Saturday, they've both been fucking busy. Today was crazy fucking busy. So I'm hoping we keep that same energy for tomorrow because, Sunday. I'm just glad I'm not closing, like the store, like a 2 to 10 or something like that. Because fuck. Sundays after like 7, ain't shit going on. When you're closing, close till 10, and it's fucking dead at like 7. Oh, that is 3 hours of just dread and drool and fucking And there's only so much bullshit you can do, and you only have so much shit to do as like closing up there in the front anyway. So you could realistically bang out all your closing duties in probably like 30 minutes, especially if left undisturbed, less than 30 minutes. So when you're looking down the barrel of like 3 hours of nothing to do, and then maybe a solid 2.5 of those you really, really have nothing to do, ooh, it gets fucking boring out here in these streets. It gets really fucking boring. But yeah, thankfully I'm not closing. So I'll be off at 8:30. But then it's fucking annoying because on Monday I have an 8:15 to 4:15. Really? 8:15 to 4:15? What the fuck are we doing here? I get 2 days off this week. I got Tuesday off, and then I got Friday off. Friday, I'm gonna get a new tattoo because new month, new piece, baby. It's your boy Eel Sauce. We out here doing it. But yeah, I'm gonna get I don't know what you call it, but basically it's not an optical illusion, but it kind of is. It's basically you would have what looks like a face, and then like the top part of the face would be kind of like a monster, and then the bottom part of the face would be like usually like a woman's face. So it's an optical illusion in the way of if you're looking at it where like I don't know how to explain it. If you're looking at it like top down, it would look like a woman's face, but there would be like her forehead and everything, and maybe her eyes and shit are look kind of different, but you can tell like, oh, it's a woman's face. And you take that image and you flip it upside down, and then it's like a creature's face, a demon's face, a monster's face, or whatever. So like her chin, the bottom of her face is like his forehead, the top of the creature's, whatever, right? So I'm gonna get that. It was hard to understand, but y'all see on Friday because that's what I'm gonna get on my left leg here, and then I feel like my legs will be pretty sufficiently filled, and then I know I want to get a piece in May, start getting some color on this arm because I only have black and gray with minimal color on this arm. So I want to start popping off with color like how I did with this arm because I fucking love it. My legs are uber colorful. That's where a majority of my color pieces live, is on my legs. So yeah, I want to tap into some color on this arm, and we'll see. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't really had tattoo plans since January or so, so I've been kind of flying by the seat of my pants. But we'll see if I get a piece leading to the rest of the year. I was only really planning on doing last year up until January, like January to January for like the 12-month tattooer. But then, one thing leads to another. Then you got a tattoo convention in March, and then it's like, well, I'm getting tatted in January and in March. Might as well do February. And oops, my birthday's in April, so I gotta get a piece in April. It's just, it's the ink addiction. I don't want to tell you. It's what it is. That's fucking. Hey, it's okay. You can do it too. You should do it too. It's fun. It can mean a lot if you want it to at the same time. It doesn't have to. And it's a fun form of expression. I highly recommend everyone, not even 18, definitely 21 plus. Or if you're under the age of 21 but 18 or older, that pocket of like 18 to 20, sit on it and don't get somewhere visible. So think about that piece or think about that idea. Some of the best tattoo advice I've ever heard. I don't know if I said it in previous episodes, but it's basically one thing about a tattoo. Think about it like every day for 3 months, or like where it'll be. Even sometimes, depending on what it is, maybe even have a rudimentary thing that would like mark like, oh, that's what that would be. Like in my case, like putting like a little something on my forearm, like, okay, that's what the cross would be every day, and doing that bullshit for at least 3 months, right? If after 3 months you're still not sick of it and you're still like, yeah, I could still rock with that, and the idea hasn't changed or faltered that much, then I would think that you're more, um, I guess you should go through then with that tattoo and that tattoo idea. Because even I myself, I have in my notes, I have a whole bunch of ideas or different concepts of stuff that I wanted to get, but now looking back, I'm glad I didn't get because I would no longer want that. So for example, I want a tarot card on like the back of my arm back here, but then after like looking into it and like talking with other people, I just realized it's like it's not something I really fuck with, and it means other more shit to other people. So it would just kind of be like something that looks cool to me that doesn't have any meaning, and I don't know. I just didn't want that on my body for the rest of my life. As much as it looked cool in the moment, and I liked the idea of it, and the aesthetic of it looked cool, the more time I spent thinking about it, I was like, yeah, do I want to have that? And I decided ultimately, I was like, nah, that isn't really something I want to put. And now at this point, I got this piece, so where I want to get it anyway, I would be able to do it. So shit gets, you figure shit out when you fucking, I mean, you can be a cohesive, cool person and just be like, yeah, I'm sane. I know exactly what I want to do with my body. Please, reputable artists, do this to my body. Or you can be a fucking degen crackhead like me and just kind of this. What about this? But hey, we're parting piecing. We're getting it all together. I feel like, I think I said in my last tattooer, maybe with this one, I feel like now I'm more of a sufficiently tattooed person. Like before, it felt like I just have tattoos, but now I feel like when I look in the mirror, I think, like I said, what really flipped was when Sarah showed me her POV when we were at the tattoo convention, and I was showing the judges this piece, and then she just showed me like videos and pictures of what it looked like from the crowd, and like I was like, God damn, bro, I got a lot more. I guess I'm used to it because I see myself in some pieces I don't see that often, but I'm like, damn, bro, you got a lot of fucking work on you. Like you've been in the fucking studio. But go figure. I mean, we've been doing this for fucking. I've lost track now. I think I got like 15 or 16 pieces. This is either the 15th or 16th piece. I can't remember which one. We have definitely over 12. That much I do know. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. My biggest tattoo regret, my biggest gripe, I wish I got a piece in December of 2022. I don't know fucking why, but I thought for whatever reason, oh, it's December, it's Christmas, there's no tattoos. She wouldn't be available to tattoo. Fucking asshole. I've gained a piece, got October, November, skip December, January, all the way down to here we are now. So it's like, fuck, dude. If I got a piece back in December of 22, I would have been chaining a piece every single fucking month for the past December of 20 or October of 22 up until March of 24. Like, fuck, dude. Just to say that would have been cool to have bragging rights, but no, it's a little schmurp, a little fucking like, well, actually. It's just been cool to say, like, yeah, I've been getting blasted and fucking going crazy ever since then. But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Damn. Whatever they're cooking smells really fucking good. I'm hungry. I have not eaten all day. I mean, I got up early as fuck. And then I got home and pretty much chilled for a little bit and then crashed. But that smells mad fucking good. Ooh. What time is it? Okay, it is 7. Okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that shit's making me hungry. Yeah, the only real topic that I had for this week's episode came to me from a customer, actually. So I found out through this guy. I had no idea. So I'm an Eagle Scout. I think I talked about it before, but last year, 2023, December. So I got my Eagle Scout on December 11th of 2013. So last year, December of 2023, was my 10-year anniversary of being an Eagle Scout, and that's why I have probably don't have the angle for the camera, but that's why I have this eagle tattoo up here. It's I don't know what you say, not commemoration, because I feel like that has more with like death, or maybe a celebration piece for Eagle Scout. I don't know. I thought it would be cool to get like an American traditional piece and then an eagle, because like American Boy Scouts, eagle, American traditional, eagle. Anyway, I got that piece to kind of commemorate that, and I was checking a few days ago, sometime earlier in the week, and oh, I know exactly who it was. So, funnily enough, at the store that I work at, the grocery store I work at, fuck, I don't know what you would call him. We'll just say a high-ranking member of the former Boy Scouts of America, now Scouts BSA. They are a high-ranking member that deals with. They used to be and did stuff in our troop, which, fuck, am I have to like do Boy Scout terms? So basically, in Boy Scouts, you have Cub Scouts, and then Boy Scouts. Cub Scouts is for little baby boys, like kindergarten bullshit, up to, well, I think, yeah, like kindergarten up until like probably when you're like 10 or 11 or something like that. And then, yeah, I think, and then Boy Scouts is 11 to 17. And then throughout, and you have what are called troops, which are basically just groups of scouts in your area. There's all kinds of, I don't even know how the fuck you tap into that bullshit. I was just tapped in as a kid and did Cub Scouts and then Boy Scouts and the whole thing. But anyway, so you have a whole bunch of what are just groups that are called troops, and within those troops you have different, or I guess just in Boy Scouts you have ranks, and it goes from Scout all the way to Eagle Scout. And Eagle Scout is really hard to achieve, which, thanks to my parents, mainly my mom, I got that shit when I was like 13. Like, it was the dedication, or no, I was 14. I got that shit when I was 14. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, according. Wow, okay, we'll go because there's 3 different estimates on Google right off rip. So I just Googled what percent of people get the rank of Eagle Scout, and according to grcbsa.org, and has a little Boy Scout insignia. So I'm going to take this as the authority. It says only about 6% of all Scouts BSA members earn Eagle, making over 2 million Eagle Scouts since 1912. Fuck. I mean, I got my Eagle Scout, like I said, when I was really young. I was 14 when I got my shit. And it's only until I've gotten older, the more I've appreciated it and talked to people. Because I was basically a no-life gripless sweat ball. And I went to every weekend because they have different kinds of, so they have what are called merit badge days. So a merit badge is basically an activity that you do and you complete whatever requirements for it, and then after doing that you get a badge that would then go on your sash, and you have to earn a certain amount of merit badges in order to just be able to get the rank of Eagle Scout, and then you got to earn a few more on top of that. So if you just did bare bones, no bullshit, just got straight what you needed just for Eagle, I think it's 21 palms. I think it's 21 merit badges. It takes 21 of those to get Eagle Scout bare minimum. I had, I think, 74. I think. I'm in the mid 70s. I had to get 2 sashes. I was such a fucking sweat ball that it's about yay wide, goes across your shoulder like this. 3 in a row. I had that bitch filled up all the way. The back completely filled up with bigger patches from like other scouting events. Honestly, looking back at it, it was really cool and really fun. In the early 2010s, I can't remember because again, I got Eagle by the time I was 14, and I was pretty much done with Scouts. Not much longer after that. Um, but sometime before that, went down to Sierra Vista, further southwest, and we did an international scouting event. So there was Boy Scouts and the Scouts of Mexico, because in Mexico it's co-ed, it's girls and boys. And then at the time, Boy Scouts, it was just boys. So we did a fucking co-ed camp with Mexican Scouts for a week down Sierra Vista. That was really cool. I've canoed down the Colorado River, like a little section of the Colorado River. That was really cool. Like looking back at it, I've done a lot of cool shit. But getting it at 14, I was such a little shitter. Like that is right before, like we got it pretty much right when I was in high school. That's right before I probably started fucking around with weed and doing all that bullshit and just being more of a degen. But 6% making it two, you're telling my bitch ass is one of 2 million people since 1912 that have done that kind of shit. That's crazy. That kind of humbles me a lot to think that, wow. Like, again, I was very much so backpacked by my parents for pushing me to do it. And like I was saying earlier, they had what's called merit badge days. So it would be a weekend or a day in a weekend. It depends on which ones you would do. Usually like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of thing. And you could go to these. It's just an event basically in which you would earn a merit badge like in that day or in that weekend. So that was a gripless, sweaty way to achieve a whole bunch of merit badges, because then on the weekend I would just go crank out. I get like 2, 3 merit badges in a fucking weekend. Boom, that's easy. I go to summer camp for a week. I'm getting at least 6 merit badges from summer camp because I'm doing something for like pretty much every day of the week at summer camp, right? And I did years of summer camp and years of fucking, yeah, no, it was honestly, I was so fucking gripless when it came to having merit badges, and I did all of the requirements so far ahead of time that all it took for me to progress through the ranks and eventually up to Eagle Scout was literally time. I earned everything and more that you needed to per whatever level that I was at. That I, at a certain point, it was literally, I just had to wait amount of time and I got that rank. Hit this rank. All right, what's next? Wait 6 months and you get the next one. Wait 6 months. All right, here's this rank. Like, I was gripless, absolutely gripless. I had 2 fucking sashes. Crazy. So I didn't realize until looking that up right now how special. I mean, I knew how special it was and that a lot of people didn't do it. But goddamn, 6% equating to about 2 million people in over 120 years. That makes me feel a lot more, a little. Because like I said, I got that in late 2013, and I started high school 4 months before that. So most definitely by 2014, I'm smoking weed. I'm fucking doing all this kind of degen shit. Because leading up to high school, I'm like in middle school, I literally am looking at it right there. Fourth quarter of the seventh grade, I had a 4.0 GPA. So I was a fucking nerd in middle school and elementary school. And then into high school, I don't know if it was like a reinvention of myself or whatever the fuck, but I was the complete opposite. So yeah, pretty much I got Eagle Scout, and that was the pin in that. And then I just became the complete opposite of what I was doing before. But the reason why I bring all this up is that, yeah, I myself, I'm an Eagle Scout. I've been an Eagle Scout for 10 years now. And I think, you know what, we'll call him a commissioner. One of the commissioners for the council, and the council is just basically the greater area that you live in. So, a pretty big deal, dude. He's really cool. He's a really cool guy. He was there on my Boy Scout or my Eagle Scout meeting. He sat in. Okay, this is full circle. I only found out until so I got my shit in 2013, right? In 2017 is my last year of high school, my senior year. We get a brand new math teacher for our math because whatever reason, right? This brand new math teacher, insert name here, I come to then find out this dude's Mormon and he owns like a whole bunch of property. The thing about Mormons, they are gripless when it comes to Boy Scouts. Those guys, absolute fucking sweatballs, okay? So just randomly, literally taking out the trash one day, because I knew that he had properties and I knew he had multiple businesses. We didn't really talk about Scouts all that much, but there was something with that, and I'm not sure how it got brought up, but it turns out that my fucking math teacher in my senior year of class owned the building and had the affiliation with Boy Scouts. And I got my Eagle Scout in one of his buildings that he's like, whatever the fuck. And then I look at my Eagle Scout certificate and his name is on my fucking thing. I'm like, wait, you're on my. Yeah, no, that degen asshole kid that like sleeps in the back of your class for like most of class and does maybe half the homework that you give him. Yeah, that kid's a fucking Eagle Scout. Yeah, and he got Eagle Scout in one of your buildings. Yeah, I showed him a picture of my fucking certificate, and it was so fucking funny because looking back at it, ever since then, because before there was a kind of not necessarily animosity, but especially by the time I was fucking 16, 17. It was very much fuck you, don't do what you tell me, fuck your nerd shit. And him being a straight laced motherfucker's drinking orange juice in the morning, not even having like straight laced Mormon, 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 Mormon. I was like, oh hell no, fuck this Custer. But then I don't even remember how it got out. Well, not got out, but I don't know how it got leaked. I don't remember how we ended up talking about it, but I mentioned him and we talked about him like, yeah, I'm Eagle Scout, and I got Eagle Scout in your building, and then mentioned the thing, and I showed him a picture, and ever since then, he was mad fucking chill with me. He was not necessarily that he was okay with what I was doing, but he was beforehand. I'd be sleeping in the back of class, and then he'd like wake me up, and then I'd be whatever the fuck, right? Then after this point, he's like letting me go to sleep, not really giving a shit about the homework. It was honestly kind of fire. It's like he realized he was like, damn, that asshole was an Eagle Scout. I kind of respect it. Or that kid's an Eagle Scout. Kind of respect it. You know what? Sleep in the back of class. Turn in half your homework. I got you. But anyway, so this gentleman, the commissioner, he was on it's called a board of review. And it's just where I think it's like 3 people. They look over, I guess, your resume of scouts. This was a long time ago. And I was much younger back then. So I don't remember all of it. But I do remember being in a room and a round table. And it was like 3 other people. And I had all these papers and shit. And asked me questions. Blah, 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 blah. And then towards the end, they looked at each other, looked at me, smiled, and they said, congratulations, Mr. Insert last name here. You're now an Eagle Scout. And I was like, woo, yay, woo. And then boom. So that man, he was on my the board for my shit 10 years ago. He's a regular at the store that I work at. He shops regularly at the store that I work at, him and his wife. So I've been seeing them a lot more frequently. It was kind of touch and go before, but now it's been more frequent. But anyway, they had informed me, and I'm probably gonna be butchered the specifics because it was the middle of the week and like the middle of my shift, so I didn't be able to write down the specifics of it. But he did say that he had just sat down previously. He had just sat down a few days prior to our interaction. He had just sat down on a board review for a girl. I mean, she's under 18, but we'll say girl. She got fucking Eagle Scout. A girl got Eagle Scout, and he sat down on the council for her Eagle Scout and was like there for it. And she may or may not have. This is the butchering part. She may or may not have been from our troop or somehow affiliated with us. That part I'm a little hazy on, but I remember for sure um, that she got Eagle Scout and that he was there and was on her board of review and confirmed her, and she got Eagle Scout. And I thought and think that's fucking awesome. Girls are now allowed in Boy Scouts. That's fucking fire. Dude, right immediately after them, a fucking womp womp. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's good for them and all, but like, I don't think, I just don't think that's cool. Like, they should just have their own. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I was getting kind of not testy with him, but I was also like, well, I mean, to be fair, Girl Scouts compared to Boy Scouts, if you're a girl and you want to do what you think of as scouting activities, you're not gonna find that in Girl Scouts. My sister was in Girl Scouts. She dead ass had like fucking sewing, fucking dressmaking. Like they have actually low key, high key, some kind of misogynistic merit badges or whatever they call their activities for, just based off of like we're girls, we do girl things like sewing and fucking making music. Meanwhile, boys are out here fucking. We're in the wilderness. We're learning how to make fires. We're going camping, doing wilderness survival, like fun fucking shit. So girls that want to do that kind of bullshit previously, sorry shitter, you got to do fucking Girl Scouts and make fucking s'mores in this little. Again, it's no diss to the Girl Scout organization and what they do, but a lot of girls, I knew girls, especially in Boy Scouts, older girls, because they had a program for over 50 fucking years. They've had a program called the Venture Scouts, and the Venture Scouts is boys and girls aged 13 through 17. So previously, if a girl wanted to join the Scouts and wanted a more scout-like experience like the Boy Scouts and didn't want to just camp like domestically, like in parking lots and shit, and not make s'mores all the time and make like campfire songs and bracelets and braid hair and bullshit. They wanted to actually like get in the nitty and the gritty and fucking go camp and fucking hunt and shoot and all that kind of shit. She wouldn't be able to until she was at least 13 to 17. And then at that point, I don't know if girls back then, if you're in Adventure Scouts, if you could get Eagle Scout as well through Venture, that I'm a little hazy on. But yeah, I knew plenty of girls that were in Venture Scouts that loved it and was like, yeah, I'm here because this is what scouting should be for everybody. Like, it sucks that I'm 15 doing this shit. I would have loved to have been able to do this when I was like 10, like y'all did. I mean, fuck, dude, I grew up doing stick wars and fucking pine cone grenades and shit like that as a little kid, running around doing all this bullshit, right? Yet my sister goes to camp and like we drop her off at the Girl Scout place. It's like a ranch, I guess. We'll say it's a ranch, loose term, just kind of a big property and with shit. They camp on the property itself and never like they don't go up to a mountain. They're not out in the like desert. Like their camping is just basically glamping. And my sister even complained about that back in the day. She's like, "Man, I want to do the shit that you're doing, bro. Like you're doing fishing and all this cool shit, and I'm out here just making like bracelets and shit." And I'm like, "That's yeah, that is kind of shitty." So now the Scouts, the Boy Scouts of America, is fully co-ed. So the dude was like, "Yeah, well, I don't really think it's blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Well, To be fair, like I was telling him what I just said, to be fair to the girls, like if you want to be able to do Boy Scout like activities, you aren't really able to. It's not really something that the Girl Scouts offers. They're more, I forgot what the term I use, but they're more like home ec kind of thing, like cooking and how to fucking do this and how to make you fold laundry. Like it's actually kind of crazy some of the activities that they have. Where it's like, really, this is okay, all right. And then I forgot what his rebuttal to that was. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, I mean, I have girls, and they were in Girl Scouts, and they seemed to like it." And just for whatever reason, he was just being a shitter about Scouts being co-ed. So then I looked into it earlier today, and it's only been a recent thing. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, age 11 together, has replaced. Yeah. So where are we at? Yeah, okay. So on February 1st of 2019, the girls could finally join Boy Scouts or the Boy Scout organization outside of the Venture Scouts. So just straight up, if since February 1st of 2019, if a 12-year-old little girl wanted to join Boy Scouts, all she'd have to do is her and her parents would find a local troop and then they would join, and she's clicked in and now she's a scout. So they changed it from the Boy Scouts of America to Scouts BSA to be more gender neutral and more inclusive. My question is, the fuck does the BSA stand for? I thought BSA stood for Boy Scouts of America. So Scouts BSA, my brain reads that as Scouts, Boy Scouts of America. But they rebranded, soft rebrand to Scouts BSA. And yeah, so before that, there was a separate program called Venture Scouts that have been co ed for over 50 years, and it's not an option for girls under 13. For many girls, Girl Scouts was an option, but many felt that in Girl Scouts, not enough was done. Michelle Mickey Winslow, former Girl Scout and current BSA Scout for 4 years, and high schooler at a school, said the Girl Scouts focus a lot more on that community service constantly, whereas Boys Scouts is a lot more about survival and learning to do stuff on your own and more, also with community service aspect. See, there you go. It's not me being sexist. That is straight, literally from Mickey's fucking mouth, talking about, yeah, I was in Girl Scouts, and this shit was literally like peddling cookies and crocheting and knitting, and like, I want to go learn. I want to make a campfire. I want to fucking fish. I want to cook that fish on a campfire. Like it was just Boy Scouts is a lot. I'm getting fucking chills right now. Ugh. Boy Scouts is just a lot more involved and a lot more fun, and a lot more outdoor, and it offered you that kind of, not escape, but if a girl or a boy was looking for that, that is what Boy Scouts completely offered. That you won't find anything like that in Girl Scouts, and I'm not even sure what the comparison is for Eagle Scout for Girl Scouts. I don't even know what the highest rank is, but yeah, so here we have, even from a straight from a Girl Scout's mouth, former Girl Scout, that it was just more community service oriented, and it wasn't really, she wanted to, do more fun stuff. Some girls found the Boy Scouts offered more opportunities and learning experiences for the real world and pushed for the inclusions of girls in Boy Scouts. Although this was not the first charge to Boy Scouts that allowed people to join. In 2013, Boy Scouts lifted the ban on openly gay scouts. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot about that. Fucking basura that it took until 2013 to let openly gay people a part of the organization. Jesus Christ. I forgot about that. Oh, that is so fucked that it took until a decade ago for them to be like, you know what? Kids that are just born a different way, fuck it. Imagine insert openly gay with just visibly disabled. Just imagine for like 100 fucking years. They're like, yeah, no, fuck cripples. Wheelchair people, nah, get them the fuck out of here. We go camping, bitch. There's no stairs. There's no fucking ramps out here. Like, that's crazy. I forgot about that. Oh my god. L Boy Scouts for taking that fucking long? Bro, what the fuck? I forgot about that. But yeah, they're not wrong, because I can think of maybe in my entire scouting career, maybe a handful of kids that were maybe not necessarily like, I'm gay, like openly gay, but like you could tell. They're like, hey, Charles. Like you could just fucking tell. That was maybe like a handful of kids throughout all of my scouting. Not to say that they like hid them away or some bullshit, or they just weren't in scouts, but yeah, scouts did not get down with that gay shit, apparently. God damn, dude. 2013? Fucking A. Boy Scouts lifted the ban on openly gay scouts, and in 2015, the ban was lifted to openly gay leaders. And it took another 2 years? Oh my god. You know what? See, that's the byproduct and the direct result of all this anti-LGBTQ legislation and just ness in the media. It took another 2 years for an openly gay scoutmaster to be able to be allowed in Boy Scouts. Hey, newsflash, gay people aren't pedophiles. Just because you like the opposite sex doesn't mean you want to fuck children. So just because Cub Scout or Boy Scout leader fucking Dave, just a little saucy, doesn't mean he's gonna want to fuck any of your children. Just like I'm sure you, hopefully, normal adjusted individual, goes to your daughter or son's Boy Scouts, and isn't thinking, I want to fuck some of the kids here. It took 2 years, 2 additional years. God damn, I forgot how close-minded that bullshit was. I mean, go figure. It's like not necessarily Christian, but it's definitely like military oriented, and there's a lot of fucking military people in Boy Scouts and former military people in it. So I could see a lot with those fucking super black hole clinched butthole people. They're like, yeah, I don't want the fucking gays here. No gays. Yeah, I could see that. Even in early 2017, the Boy Scouts allowed scouts who self-identified as male, making room for transgender scouts. That's fire. Again, why is everything taking another 2 fucking years? Gay people, 2 years. Openly gay leaders, 2 years. Trans, 2 years. Jesus Christ. Wait, no fucking way. Oh my god. And now I'm just realizing. And then in another 2 years, they let the girls in. What the fuck, bro? 2017, 2015, 20... Dude, literally every 2 years. Man, you know what? It went all downhill in 2013. I'll say it again. It went all down. It was a great organization. Then they let the gay scouts in 2013. Then 2 years later, they let the gay leaders in. And then in 2017, they let them transgenders in. Then in 2019, they let the women in. Oh, God. Ooh, what happened to my boy? It's name was Boy Scouts. Now it's just Scouts. Oh, my closed mind. Oh, fuck. Ooh. That is mad fucking funny. Holy shit. It literally took them every 2 years from 2013 to 2019. And they went from only boys, no gay shit, all the way over to, hey, let's have girls come in. I fuck with 2019 and beyond Boy Scouts. I fuck with 2019 and beyond Boy Scouts. That's fire. Let the kids have fun. Let the kids camp. Do all the bullshit. Let the girlies. Let the NBs. Let everybody fucking have some fun. Scouting's for everybody, pal. Yeah, the advancements opened the door for females in scouting years before it was ever put in place. The chief scout executive, Michael Serbaugh, stated 2 years before the allowance of girls in scouts that the values of scouting, trustworthy, loyal, helpful, kind, brave, and reverent, for example, are important for both young men and women, and we strive to bring the best what our organization does best, developing character and leadership for young people to as many families and youth as possible as we shape the next generation of leaders. Yeah, I think that's the main important part. The whole point of like scouts is to instill these characteristics and these things in the youth and make them, it's like I don't want to compare it to a prison camp, but there's a lot of structure of the military, and a lot like there's rankings and some seniority and all that bullshit. There's a lot to maybe it takes a lot of the structure of the military and then puts that in a fun civilian getting kids to behave kind of way. Because yeah, why who Oh, I'm sorry, we don't want little girls to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. It's been a long time since I said that. I still popped off with that. Scouts, hey, you never forget, pal. But no, we don't want to teach that to little girls. We don't want to instill that into the women, the future leaders of this country, especially as this country becomes more progressive and these young girls turn into young women that then become future leaders of companies. And we don't want to instill those same values. Like, come on, pal. I think we could agree we want to instill that across everybody, Be a good person. Don't be an asshole. Pick up litter. Help out people. Have empathy. Show empathy. Give somebody a hug, Simple shit like that. The organization, the Boy Scouts of America, kept its original name, but the Boy Scouts program changed its name when girls were first allowed to join, though it was not the only change to Scouts. Scouts BSA became the program's official name. This name change and even the fact that girls were allowed to join a commonly male organization sparked a feud. Of course it did, because a whole bunch of fucking boys that want to play fucking running around the locker room playing grab ass with each other. Like, no, man, no, I want girls. Oh, I can't camp if there's girls. No. And it's probably not even the kids. It's probably their parents, their old head fucking conservative parents. They're like, oh, women can never camp. I don't want my son around. Oh, get more weird religious ones. They'll probably be like, oh, I don't want the temptation of a woman around my boy. I cannot. Damn, that's crazy. Though Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts have had disagreements throughout their time, the name change to Scouts BSA sparked a lawsuit. Girl Scouts sued BSA in a trademark infringement lawsuit. Why? According to Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts' use of quote-unquote scouts to market to girls violates their trademark. Fuck off. In the end, the ruling went for Boy Scouts, saying that their use did not violate trademarks. Thank you. What the fuck you doing, Girl Scouts? Take the L. Though Girl Scouts and BSA have disagreements about change, they teach leadership to many. It's not just the organization that seem to have problems with girls joining BSA. Some people, mostly older male leaders, treat the girls differently and feel that girls should be in Girl Scouts and not doing things Boy Scouts do. You can't climb a tree, you're a girl. You can't pick up a gun. You can't pick up a stick that roughly looks like the shape of a pistol and run around a forest and pretend to shoot other scouts of yours. You can't learn how to tie knots. You couldn't fathom how to start a fire. Psh, pitch a tent. Get out of here. You belong in Girl Scouts. You could never sell popcorn. These old head sexist ass motherfuckers, really? Sorry, sweaty Boy Scouts is not that crazy. Ooh, girls fishing. Ooh, oh no, ooh. Oh no, girls shooting a fucking arrow. Ooh. Really, motherfuckers? You guys are that chapped? Girls can't do that. Only boys can. June Keeler, who's been a scout for a year now, when asked about how people treat the girls, states, quote, it really depends on the person you're with. And some of them act like some girls shouldn't be there. Some of them hit on the girls. Ugh. The girls were treated a lot more respectively. The guys were treated a lot more respectively than the girls. I felt like the guys were treated more attentively and they were less focused on the guys, feeling that they knew what they were doing, but they have focused on us girls as if we didn't know what we were doing. She continued to say that sometimes the girls are almost babied. In most cases, girls are treated exactly the same as boys, but there are circumstances, this is just them covering their ass, but there are circumstances where, where was it? It went sideways and I lost it. Circumstances where girls are not treated as well. Some, like troop leader of 8 years Laura Smith, feel the girls involved in scouting have enhanced the program because it not only helps the girls, but also aids the boys in the program in general. Yeah, no, I most definitely... Boy Scouts is not a Giga Chad activity, okay? We'll say just, I did play sports and do scouts, so I guess the analogy doesn't necessarily work, but I'll say it anyway. Let's just say something akin to, if little Timmy could, run fast, hit a ball, maybe shoot a ball, he's probably playing sports. Little Timmy's maybe not so athletically gifted, maybe just more intellectually gifted, maybe a little awkward. Boy Scouts would probably be more something for Timmy. I can most definitely I can most definitely, especially with adolescent boys, I can most definitely see there be that play. I could see all kinds of angles as being a dude, as being a former fucking just ridiculously hormonal child. Like, I could see all angles of that where you'd have probably the older dudes or dudes as old as the girls trying to impress them, so babying them, not letting them do anything. Like, no, 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 I got it. I'll teach you how. So basically, you take this flint and go ching, ching, ching. That's how you start a fire. You're welcome. Like shit like that, and then not letting the girl do anything. No, no, you can't carry that heavy log. I'll carry it. I can do it. Or just straight up just sexist other like older people being like, all right, we need somebody to grab something. This not you, Marie. Hey, Joseph, you're strong and a young man. How about you have a cock and balls? How about you go grab the heavy thing, Marie? How about you fold some blankets or something? I can already see all the different sides. Yeah, and the motherfucker's trying to hit on them because it's literally probably the closest interaction to somebody of the opposite sex that isn't their mom or their sister. That's probably a big one. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Thank goodness they camp apart. Well, obviously they'd have to. But I mean, fucking Mexico, they've been co-ed, bro. This has been a thing. Like, it's not that crazy to have boys and girls together in a community-driven, oriented organization. It's not that crazy. Just because Boy Scouts has been a boys-only club for like 100+ years or whatever the fuck, doesn't mean it has to stay that way, you know? And also, that was born out of like some fucking post-war bullshit of like, we need to instill these young boys for the next war and get them ready. That's where like the pseudo-military angle kind of comes from. It's like, bruh, it's 2024, my guy. Let the girlies join. Let the NBs join. Come on. Though there have not been many changes to the program, events, troops, and camping have shifted to allow girls and boys to have the same opportunities. First of all, there was the name change from Boy Scouts of America to Scouts BSA, creating a more gender-neutral name. Change throughout Scouts BSA was camping. Girls and guys had to have separate camping areas. The boys and girls are not allowed to share tents, going along with certain age range of campers who share tents when camping. There are also separate troops. In most circumstances, there will be a main troop with a girls' troop and a guys' troop as subdivisions. Some troops may separate altogether if there are enough people in each separate troop. A local troop, Troop 1774, has two subgroups, 1774B and 1774G, that work together at events. Even in Cub Scouts, there are separate packs for girls and boys. Events have not had a large effect on them other than separating sleeping areas if it is an overnight event. Many events made it so that the girls could do the same as the guys could, whether it's rifling, cooking, swimming, or welding merit badges. Though when it is a longer event, the girls get separated shower areas from the boys, obviously. Trading posts started to carry feminine supplies, so the girls would not have to worry about not having any access. That's fucking based. Oh my god. That is so fucking funny. Oh my god. I can already fucking see the financial money management between like a 12-year-old girl, like a 13-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy. I myself, as a 13-year-old boy, when I went to my first, because we have scout camps, like summer camps that are local, like we have a mountain right there, and we have a local one that I've been to that's, worst comes to worst, my fucking hour drive away home. Womp womp. I went to my first actual one that was decently far away. It was like up in the Flagstaff area, more middle to northern Arizona. That shit was like 4 hours away. Anyway, that was like my first true taste of crumb and taste of freedom, where it was like you have a general schedule, like chows at this time, lunches at this time, merit badges, classes will say go from this time roughly to this time. So I had I had a certain set of budget. Oh my god, dude, the amount of ice cream, pocket knives, fucking candy, slushies, slurpees. Ugh, ugh. So I'm just laughing because I know the trading post, like the line will be a whole bunch of boys getting like fucking big ass Slurpees and pocket knives and fucking beef sticks and shit like that. And then the girls can be like responsible. They'll be getting like feminine products, water. I can just already tell the girls would be way more responsible with their money. They probably have money to when they come back home. The boys just come back home with fucking pockets turned out and a fucking like lollipop stick coming out of their mouth. Like, oh, that is mad fucking funny. Yeah, I can already tell. I already know for sure the little shotties are way more financially responsible than the dudes are. Oh, that is mad fucking funny. Damn. Imagine, oh fuck, having a period on a camping trip. That's fucked. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, pubescent ladies. That is one of the gifts of nature. Oh fuck. Overall, for many, it feels as though little has changed. The changes can seem so slight that unnoticeable. Liam Richter, a scout of 9 years and a high schooler, said it seemed quote seemed very similar, but it was not like there's a major change. Yes, there are girls' activities now, but it's not really affected the activities itself. Imagine that! Just letting people participate in shit you already do doesn't really drastically impact the shit you do. It's just now there's more people that are doing that thing. Oh, imagine that. It's like, wait, if we do co ed basketball, it's not like the game of basketball's changed. Now there's just a lot of chicks playing basketball. Whoa, dude, it's like I can still shoot from the 3-point line. Oh, that's crazy. He even said that the only difference maybe when cooking or doing other activities, the troops work separately. This happens not to be a rule, but it happens because with separate troops, there's not as much communication when it comes to stuff like food prep. That is true. That is true. Overall, scouting has not changed greatly, although the change to allowing girls has granted so many the chance to do what they have seen their brothers and friends do for years. These changes have allowed many to get extra experiences that other organizations don't offer. Without these slight changes, girls across America would not be able to have the same experiences and learn the same skills as boys in Boy Scouting, or boys in Scouting. Scouts BSA allows girls to gain knowledge in many fields while also learning to live in the real world and what to do in unexpected situations. So yeah, fuck that shitter customer who's like, well, I mean, I don't know. Are you an Eagle Scout? No. Were you involved in Scouts? Were you? Your girls were Girl Scouts. They're not Boy Scouts. So maybe shut the fuck up. Maybe nobody cares what you think about being co-ed. Maybe this should have been co-ed a long time ago. As an Eagle Scout, this is the one thing that I can sit here and yap about and actually stand with authority on. As a person who has achieved the highest rank, has done the highest level thing you can do within this organization, and as part of an elite group of only around 200 or 2 million other individuals that have done that, with it tatted on my fucking leg, i.e., grant the ladies, the trans, the NBs, everybody, the gays, fucking everybody, get to it, get scouting. We don't give a fuck. It's already happening. I'm glad it's happening, but keep doing it. Keep rocking. I was beyond elated and beyond happy when I heard that a girl had gotten fucking Eagle Scout. That is awesome. She is now. That's even more rare. Fuck. Talk about an elite club within an elite club. Not only is she an Eagle Scout, but then how many women Eagle Scouts are there, or girl Eagle Scouts are there? Because again, it's technically before you turn 18 that you're supposed to get it. So how many girl Eagle Scouts are there out there? I'm gonna confidently say maybe not even like, you know what? Let's look it up. I'm gonna say right now, if there's no staff, I'm gonna say like not even 100 girls or Girl Scout or Eagle Scouts. Only. Oh my God! I'm looking at why. Why are some of these? These were not what the girls looked like when I was in Girl Scouts. What the fuck? Also, why are there so many pictures of Eagle Scout girls? I've never seen an Eagle Scout girl, and there are so many pictures. 2.5% of Eagle Scouts are women, and 97.5% of men. So fuck, dude. We'll say, okay, that's actually not that crazy. Damn. Wait. Okay, I don't know how to math. That is crazy. I don't know how to math. So whatever 2.5% of 6% is. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. Isabel Tunney was the first female Eagle Scout. Well, good for her. Yeah, what's the breakdown? Give me the scout breakdown. What? What? What the fuck? Yeah, most Eagle Scouts are white, 66.5%. Sounds about right. And then Hispanic or Latino at 13.3%. I'm just trying to see if they have like an actual. They probably don't. Damn. Okay, so 2.5% of 6% have Eagle Scout. So that's 2.5% of 2 million. I don't know what that is, but that's fucking small. I don't know what that is, but that's fucking small. Shout out all the girlies out there that are Eagle Scout. That's already impressive enough as it is. You have already done what 94% of people that join Scouts don't do to begin with. And then on top of that, you're a girl that did it shortly within a time period with it was 5 years. It's been literally 5 years. It's only been 5 years since girls have been allowed to be in the Boy Scouts and to become Eagle Scouts. So for all the girlies that have made it in the past 5 years, in the past half decade, shout out to y'all, because y'all ladies did what most of these boys out here never do. So shout out to you guys. You're fucking kicking dick. Let's go. Yeah, shout out the ladies and Boy Scouts. Should have been a thing a long time ago. It was fun as fuck when we went camping with the Mexican Scouts and it was co-ed and everything. Like, it was mad fucking fun. And that's when I realized too, I'm like, well, not realized, but I thought about it because it was like face to face. I'm like, yeah, why don't we have girls in the cut with us? What the fuck? They can camp. They can pitch a fucking tent. They can fucking fish. There's quite literally nothing that I'm doing that is special that pertains to having a cock and balls that somebody who doesn't have a cock and balls wouldn't be able to do because of that. Like, the fuck? Like, why are we being. It was just, honestly, it was just fucking, what do you call it? Not prestige. That's like, it's just old timey, grandfathered in. They're like, well, it's been this way for over 100 years, so why change? Fuck you, change it, because change is good, change is inevitable, and fuck yeah. Damn. 2.2 million, and only 2.5% are girls. And that's within the last 5 years, too. Shout out you girlies. Popping the fuck off, queens. Yes, yes. Damn, it's already almost 8? Holy fuck, I have been yapping. Alright. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure we're at the newest spot for me. I've officially not read from this point beyond. I mean, I've skimmed through it, like I said, in the junior year. I had a buddy of mine who he was this copy, not this exact copy, but this style, not hard copy. And I like skimmed through it over like a week or something like that. But I haven't like sat down and read from cover to cover from this point beyond. So yeah, basically like halfway through. Okay, I remember we did the bell. Yes, yes. Okay, chalice. In satanic ritual, the chalice or goblet used represents the chalice of ecstasy. Ooh, that's fire. Ideally, the chalice should be made of silver, but if a silver chalice cannot be obtained, one made from another metal, glass, or crockery. Crockery. I was going to say cockery. What the fuck kind of chalice is that? Crockery may be used. Anything but gold. And it says that in italics. Anything but gold. Gold has always been associated with white light religions and the heavenly realm. Oh, that's why. Before we continue, I want to smoke a little Bolski. That's why I'm like, why not gold? Gold's drippy. But yeah, you're right. You're right. They do talk about gold in the kingdom of heaven. Yes, 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 yes. Come on. Come on, sweaty. Where are we? There we go. Just lighting our botanical supplements. Just getting it really started here. I hope y'all are ripping with me, tripping with me, sipping with me. For all my sober soldiers out there, this one's for you. Cheers. That hit really hit. Whew. Okay. No gold. See, that's why we fuck with the silver, baby. I think technically this is probably stainless steel, but fuck it. It's all the same. All that matters is it ain't gold. The chalice is to be drunk from first by the priest, then by one assistant. In private rituals, the person performing the ceremony drains the chalice. Does that mean they scull it or they just like pour it out? I assume that he just means they pour it out. Because if he meant to like chug it, he'd be like, you yourself fucking rip that shit. He probably just means pour it out. Elixir. Ooh, this is a chug jug? The stimulating fluid, or elixir of life, used by the pagans, has been corrupted into sacramental wine by the Christian faith. You goddamn fucking Christians, I swear to God. Tomorrow, what do you think tomorrow? The imagery of it is rabbits and eggs and flowers and spring. You really think it's because some asshole supposedly moved a big ass boulder and got out of a cave after some period of time? You really think that's what it's from? No. No. And the answer to all Christian, goddamn, Christians just really ripped off just a whole bunch of pages from everybody. Pagans. Christmas, pagans. Halloween, pagans. I'm pretty sure even Thanksgiving's probably pagans. You motherfuckers can't come up with your own goddamn thing. You literally just rip off everything else and then slap a fucking Jesus sticker on it, and now it's that. You make me sick. Originally, the liquor used in pagan rituals was drunk to relax and intensify the emotions of those involved with the ceremony, or in the ceremony. Satanism does not sacrifice its god, as do other religions. The Satanist practices no such form of symbolic cannibalism and returns the sacramental wine used by the Christians to its original purpose, that of stimulating the emotions necessary to satanic ritual. Thank you. Wine itself need not be used. Whatever drink is most stimulating and pleasing to the palate is in order. The elixir of life is to be drunk from the chalice of ecstasy, as indicated above, immediately following the invocation to Satan. Oh, that's fucking fire, bro. Give me a nice little handle, some brandy, and a little fucking chalice. Oh, get this shit popping. Fuck, I might have to make a pilgrimage. We have a satanic. I mean, he is the Church of Satan, and the Church of Satan is a separate branch of Satanism from the Satanic Temple. But the Satanic Temple, as far as legislation, and hell, I even have a card, they are the modern day, what I would call the main face of Satanism. So when you think of Satanism, or you think of like the statues of Baphomet and like town, city hall thingy bullshits across the country, that's the Satanic Temple. That is what they're doing. This Anton LaVey and this is the Church of Satan, which is a separate entity. I subscribe to both. I have the book, and I also have a card and a certificate for the temple, just because I want to. But yeah, I fuck with both. We have a temple up in Phoenix, so I'll have to make a pilgrimage one of these days. Go up to Phoenix, go to the Satanic Temple, check that shit out, make a nice little video about it, because that would be fucking sick. I've been meaning to go for a while, but that would be fucking sick. Fuck, I might go for my birthday or something, because I might have like my birthday's on, I think, a Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Sunday, but I'm going to have Friday through Monday off. So, I think I might go to Satanic Temple for my birthday. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's fucking hard. The elixir of life is to be drunk from the chalice of ecstasy. Ugh, chalice of ecstasy. I'm gonna make that like an album or something or a song. I'm gonna have to do something with that. Chalice of ecstasy. That is just too hard. The sword of power is symbolic of aggressive force and acts as an extension and intensifier of the arm with which the priest uses to gesture and point. A parallel to this is the pointing stick or blasting wand used in other forms of magical ritual. The sword is held by the priest and is used to point towards a symbol of Baphomet during the invocation of Satan. It is also used as indicated in steps of ritual when calling forth the four princes of hell. The priest thrusts the point of the sword through the parchment containing the message or request after it's been read aloud. It is then used to hold the parchment while introduced into the candle flame. While hearing the requests of the other participants and while repeating same, the priest places the sword atop their heads in traditional knighting fashion. Not fucking sink. They just knight themselves, okay? For private rituals, if a sword cannot be obtained, a long knife, cane, or similar staff may be used. Phallus. The phallus is a pagan fertility symbol which represents generation, virility, and aggression. This is yet another device which has been blasphemously converted to fit the guilt-ridden ceremonies of Christianity. The phallus is a non-hypocritical version of the aspergillum, or quote, holy water sprinkler, used in Catholicism. Quite a metamorphosis of the common penis. Damn. So you tell me Catholics with their fucking holy water sprinkler was just a dick and it was just pagan coom coming out of a dick? Now that's fucking funny. Yeah, no, yeah. Copy that homework. Yeah. No, adapt that homework. The fucking cum the pagan cum turning into the fucking holy water dousing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fucking of course, it's the Catholics too. The Catholics are so fucking tapped. Of course, it was the fucking Catholics. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. The phallus is held in both hands, one of the priest's assistants, and methodically shaken twice towards each cardinal point of the compass for the benediction of the house. Any phallic symbol may be used. If none is attainable, one may be made from plaster, wood, clay, wax, etc. The phallus is necessary only in organized group rituals. So you don't need no cum if you're doing it by yourself. Gong. The gong is used to call upon the forces of darkness. It is to be struck once after the participants have repeated the priest's words, Hail Satan! A gong is necessary only in organized group rituals. For the best tonal quality, a concert gong is preferred, but if one cannot be obtained, any gong with a full, rich tone may be used. Parchment. Parchment is used because its organic properties are compatible with the elements of nature. In keeping with satanic views on sacrifice, the parchment used would be made from the skin of a sheep, which was by necessity killed for food. An animal is never, I repeat, never slaughtered for the purpose of using all or a part of that animal in a satanic ritual. If commercial parchment, which has been made from already slaughtered sheep, cannot be obtained, plain paper may be substituted. The parchment is the means by which the written message or request can be consumed by the candle flame and sent out into the ether. The request is written on parchment or paper, read aloud by the priest, and then burned into the flame of either the black or white candle, whichever is appropriate for the particular request. Before the ritual begins, curses are placed to the right of the priest, and charms or blessings are placed to the left of him. Water. The Book of Leviathan. The Raging Sea. Despite all non-verbalists' protests to the contrary, soaring heights of emotional ecstasy or raging pangs of anguish can be attained through verbal communication. If the magical ceremony is to employ all sensory awareness, then the proper sounds must be invoked. It is certainly true that, quote, actions speak louder than words, but words become as monuments to thoughts. Damn, that's fire. Damn, words become as monuments to thoughts. Perhaps the most noticeable shortcoming in the printed magical conjuration of the past is the lack of emotion developed upon the reciting of them. An old wizard known to the author, who was once employing a self-composed invocation of great personal meaning in the light of his magical desires, ran out of words just as his ritual was moments short of its successful culmination. Aware of the necessity of keeping his emotional response generating, he quickly ad-libbed the first emotion-provoking words that came to mind, a few stanzas of a poem by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Clip. I remember reading them back in the day. Fuck yeah. Thus, with this final burst of glory charged adrenaline, he was able to finalize an effective working. The invocations which follow are designed to serve as proclamations of certainty, not whining apprehension. For this reason, they are devoid of shallow offerings up and hollow charities. Leviathan, the great dragon from the watery abyss, roars forth as the surging sea, and these invocations are his tribunals. Fuck, that's awesome. Oh my god, that's awesome. All right, that's fucking sick. Invocation to Satan. Ooh, this is gonna get spoopy. Okay, crystal mommies. Well, crystal mommies are chill. I don't know who the fuck's watching this, but whoever's watching this and you got this far, you let me read this much, and you're like, yeah, that's probably fine. We're about to be doing that. We're about to go turbo mode. Buckle the fuck up, pal. We're about to start speaking Latin and shit, okay? Fuck, you might appear right here in front of the camera. That would be crazy. Damn, imagine just reading the Bible and fuck, what can I do for you? Satan? Oh my god. That would be crazy. Well, at least we know that one would work. Invocation to Satan. In nomine de nostri Satanis Luciferi excelsi. Excelsi. Yeah, we'll one time it. In the name of Satan, the ruler of the earth, king of the world, I command the forces of darkness to bestow their infernal power upon me. Upon the wide gates of hell, come forth from the abyss to greet me as your brother, sister, and friend. Grant me the indulgences of which I speak. I have taken thy name as part of thyself. I live as the beast of the field, rejoicing in fleshly life. I favor the just and curse the rotten. By all the gods of the pit, I command that these things I speak shall come to pass. Come forth, answer to your names by manifesting my desires. This is hard. Oh, hear the names. Oh, God, that's a lot of names. From the top, of course, in alphabetical order. Abaddon, Adramelech, Apuk, Ahriman, Aemon, Apollon, Asmodeus, Astaroth, Azazel, Baal-berith, Balaam, Baphomet, Bast, Beelzebub, Behemoth, Beheret, Baal, Shemos, Semerces, Coyote, Dagon, Dambala, Demigorgon, Diabolus, Emao, Euronymous, Fenris, Gorgo, Haborium, Hecate, Ishtar, Kali, Lilith, Loki, Mammon, Mania, Mantis, Marduk, Mastema, Melik Taus, Mephistopheles, Metzdizili, Misichan, Midgard, Milcom, Moloch, Mormu, Nergal, Nihasa, Nija, Oyama, Pan, Pluto, Proserpine, Puikaka, Ramon, Sabazeos, Samael, Sama, Sedit, Sekhmet, Set, Shaitan, Shamad, Shiva, Supa, Teanmo, Techort, Tezcatlipoca, Thamus, Thoth, Tunrada, Typhon, Yautzin, Yenlo Wang. Okay. Invocation employed towards the conjuration of lust. I don't know why I make myself laugh so much. But you know what? Fuck it. If you ain't gonna make yourself laugh, then who will? You know what I'm saying? Something I was gonna... Before I forget, I want to write something down. Go, go, shawty. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Where was it? See, I already fucking. Son of one bitch. I already lost it. Yep, no, see, I already lost it. Was it? No. Fuck 'em. Come forth, O great spawn of the abyss, and make thy presence manifest. I've set my thoughts upon the blazing pinnacle which glows with the chosen lust of the moments of increase and grows fervent in the turpid swell. Turgid. What the fuck is a turgid? You goddamn nerd and your nerd words. Nerd words, nerd words. Nerd words, nerd words. Alright, it's like this motherfucker's trying to trip me up on purpose. He's like, yo, let me write this book, and then in the future, this dumbass E is gonna have to look up like half these words. Isn't that gonna be fucking funny? I won't even be here for it, but I'm still gonna be laughing. Turgid.
Turgid.
Turgid. Sorry, turgid. Swollen and distended or congested. Ew. Turgid. Fuck. Turgid swell. Fuck. Ew. Send forth that messenger of voluptuous delights, and let these obscene vistas of my dark desires take form in future deeds and doings. From the sixth tower of Satan there shall come a sign from holy shit, that's hard. I gotta run that back. From the sixth tower of Satan there shall come a sign which joineth with those salts within, and such will move the body of the flesh of my summoning. I've gathered forth my symbols and prepare my garnishing of the is to be. What? Okay, fuck you. That's a weird phrasing. Of the is to be, and imagine of my creation lurketh as seething basilisk awaits his release. Lurketh as a seething basilisk awaiting his release. The vision shall become as reality, and through the nourishment that my sacrifice giveth, the angles for which the first dimension shall become the substance of the third. Go out unto the void of night, light of day, and pierce that mind that respondeth with thoughts which leadeth to paths of lewd abandon. Oh God. Oh, okay. Okay, this is funny. So we have the male and female invocation. You can use either or, neither. Sounds like Gizmo's gonna use the male version. Okay. My rod is a thrust. The penetrating force of my venom shall shatter the sanctity of that mind which is barren of lust. And as the seed falleth, so shall its vapors be spread within that reeling brain, benumbing it to helpless. I know, Gizmo, I'm sorry. Benumbing it to helpless according to my will. In the name of the great god Pan, may my secret thoughts be marshaled in the movements of the flesh, that which I desire. Shemham Farash, hail Satan! And then the female equivalent. Gizmo, are you really trying to hail Satan too right now, dude? Come on, I'm almost done. I promise. Thank you. Female. My loins are aflame. The dripping of the nectar from my eager cleft shall act as a pollen to that slumbering brain, and the mind that feels no lust shall on a sudden reel with crazed impulse. And when my mighty surge is spent, new wandering shall begin, and that flesh which I desire shall come to me in the names of the great harlot of Babylon, and of Lilith, and of Hecate, may my lust be fulfilled. Shem Ham Farash, hail Satan. Let's go, ladies. Let's go. God, I need me a wicked woman bad, bro. I need me a maybe a little crystal mommy, maybe a little bit of little casting spells and shit. Little wicked woman. I don't know. Black magic woman. Ooh, that's a fire sound effect. Invocation employed towards a conjuration of destruction. Okay, that's one. Behold! The mighty voices of my vengeance smash the stillness of the air and stand as monoliths of wrath upon a plain of writhing serpents. I am become as a monstrous machine of annihilation to the festering fragments of the body of he or she who would detain me. Drain me. It repenteth me not, that my summons doth ride upon the blasting winds, which multiply the sting of my bitterness. And great black slimy shapes shall rise from the brackish pits, and vomit forth their pestilence into his or her puny brain. I call upon the messengers of doom to slash with grim delight this victim I hath chosen. Silent is that voiceless bird that feeds upon the brain pulp of him or her who hath tormented me, and the agony of the fuck off, and the agony of the is to be shall sustain. I'm sorry, was this written by AI? And the agony of the is to be shall sustain itself in shrieks of pain, and only to serve as signals of warning to those who should resent my being. Oh, come forth in the name of Abaddon, and destroy him or her, whose name I giveth a sign. O great brothers of the night, thou who makest my place of comfort, who rideth out upon the hot winds of hell, who dwelleth in the devil's fane, move and appear. Present yourselves to him or her, who sustaineth the rottenness of the mind, that moves the gibbering mouth, that mocks the just and strong. Rend that gaggling tongue, and choose his or her throat. O Kali, pierce his or her lungs with the stings of scorpions. O Sekhmet, plunge his or her substance into the dismal void. O mighty Dagon, I thrust aloft the bifid bob of hell, and on its tines resplendently impaled my sacrifice through vengeance rests. Shemham Farash. Hail, Satan! Damn, motherfucker, why you gotta be so nerdy about it? Unbelievable, guy. But if my math is mathing, I think we've been babbling on for almost like fucking 2 hours at this point. So I'd say it's a pretty hefty, pretty good spot to put a little pin into it. I appreciate y'all for being tapped in. If you made it this far, comment strawberry or put a strawberry emoji so that way I know you made it this far. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in for another week's episode. And like I said, I'll be live later after this. I guess it won't really matter. I'll be live when this comes out. Just know that. Twitch.tv/eelsauce. Tap into the fucking Discord so you don't miss out on anything. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Have a good one.